Welcome back to Dinset's Tech Not Badass. I am your arrogant host, Von Fry. I was going to hop into the shower, but I didn't. And I'm just wearing the robe I was kind of wearing all day. So I did record a podcast with my mom, and I was wearing this during that and whatever the hell. Take the trash. I'll just about do whatever except go check the mail in a robe, I guess. But having some problems with a supplier when it comes to trying to get some equipment to make my studio a little more user friendly, kind of a small space. I want to quit having to deal with a light, which isn't even on right now. So now I'm wondering if I even need a light in the first place, because we got one light and then this one over here for our kind of spooky look, right? And I think that the more lights are better. If we're going to play a Mario game, have a little bit more lighting, look more inviting, look less scary to the kids or whoever the audience is supposed to be. I do this for myself, clearly. We're not expecting 5 people to actually join the chat tonight. We got Nowhere here. Nukem Nintendo was here a minute ago. So now these guys are like, oh, we forgot to charge you the $30 for shipping. I'm like, yeah, well, you did earlier. And now you're saying $30 more. Like, you know, I wanted to get 2 different sets, a base plate and a pole to put a light on my TV stand so that I wouldn't have to move a light anymore. And it would just be like an easy thing. But now I'm running into these problems with the customer support giving me different quotes, and I'm about ready to just go, you know what, forget it. So we'll see. We'll see if they cave or if I'm going to have to pay an extra $30 for $130 for a light stand, which is usually something that's about $50. But a regular light stand won't sit behind my OLED TV. I figure you got a thin TV, use the space behind it, right? So this looked like a good idea, only maybe it isn't. We are still going to be drinking a NOS. And I didn't eat this last time, but we do have Ferrero Rocher. Actually, maybe I did eat one last time. I'm trying to remember. I'll put it over here so I try to remember that. With all of this in mind, we are still playing Silent Hill 2. Frankly, seems kind of mid to me, boys. I am not understanding the clamoring over this. Maybe something like what are we looking at here? 96% of almost 1,000 people gave it 5 stars. I don't understand this. Because I'm not seeing anything here. What are the sexual themes? What the hell was remotely sexual about this? The fact that you're escorting an escort? The gameplay, I'm experiencing weird glitchy behavior so that I can get mauled by things that don't even have mouths. It really inconsistent damage. Oh, am I shooting them in the knees and then that brings them in the knees? Well, okay, one time you do it and then they drop. Oh, now it's 5 times they're still walking. Now they get up and walk around. Now they revive. I don't know. I can't tell you what the story actually is. Your protagonist has no vibe. He's been vibe checked out. After whatever we do in the Labyrinth, we'll play a little bit of Neon Inferno, or since there's only one person here, maybe Nowhere would rather we wait and do Neon Inferno during tomorrow's Going Off Topic. Yes, we're introducing on Friday streams. We are going to go off topic and talk about whatever the things that the channel would be penalized by the algorithm for. Politics, sports, fake sports like the NBA, fake sports like the wrestling, football. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, but if I do specific videos on them, the YouTube algorithm's like, oh, it's a game and a movie channel, does a little bit of streaming. What's the sports doing here? Okay, now we got product reviews. Obviously, those are going to have to be uploads. Why is he making fun of wrestling and TKO stock? Why is he talking about basketball? Is this an anti-LeBron channel? Like, we got to try to help the algorithm out here, guys, because I've had some inside look at the algorithm through testing products for YouTube. And I'll tell you, it still wants me running and ranting. It wants me to do stand-up comedy run rants for everything. Hell, I'm wondering if I probably need to actually paywall the stand-up comedy or private it, right? I don't know, because the algorithm is so confused about what I've been doing lately. And I don't know. Like I guess there still is a lot of running, a lot of jog vlogging on the channel, right? Your dog's shedding, ick. My household's only ever had non-shed dogs, miniature schnauzer. Now we have a neighbor with the cutest teacup Yorkie, and I don't think he sheds, because she did say he had to get a haircut once, so. This is called the Labyrinth. Or maybe it's a narrow corridor. Or maybe if I turn around, like the walls like moved. No? Okay. Do you remember those transitions in the Arkham Knight? How you'd be like talking with Joker in your head, and then when you turn around, the scene transitions, and that's like you just turn around and behind you would be like a different environment. And it was so cool how that worked. The man, I can't see it. Later identified as Thomas Lumberjack, age 39, was discovered lying face down, probably. The probable cause of as multiple stab. So somebody's been stabby. Daddy, please don't. I'm trying to remember. I had that stream elements thing in timeout for the longest time, because that's where I was getting stream elements. I could probably put that in timeout, you know? That door just shut. See, I don't even have a key light. I just have this little face light going to try to keep this kind of dark. But it actually looks fine on the stream, doesn't it? So now I'm kind of like, you know what? If you guys want to charge me another $30 to the point that I could have just got this stuff off Amazon from you on Amazon for like about the price you're wanting to charge for this bespoke base plate combo that you don't otherwise offer. So we heard Daddy, no. Angsty teenager bedroom. They call this the Labyrinth, huh? What the?
Please. I'll be good, I promise.
Angela, abuse victim.
Tell him I'll be good, please.
Angela? Angela, it's me.
I don't even know your dad.
Please.
Now, was she hot in the OG game?
Daddy!
Your daddy is a picture frame? Okay, what is? I think this is a runaway part. Are we just running away? Are we hiding? You gonna come crashing through the door? Angela, what's with your dad? I don't think we're fighting this, are we? No, we're going in circles now. We are fighting. This is a boss. Where you at? Alright, so what's his weak spot? No, you know, okay, so he wasn't, when he was positioned, he was facing. I didn't realize we had a boss fight at the end of the... I mean, we're kind of in a different chapter. The Minotaur Labyrinth. Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Maybe I can get behind him. He probably has phases, doesn't he? I don't know what the weak spot is. He doesn't exactly have a hit me here eye opening up. I'd like to get a piece of the back. Wow, it actually did damage to the wall. That's pretty cool. Maybe he's in another phase. The wall is taking some damage. So I feel like maybe I'm doing this right. Here, let's run a little. I think we'll end up back in the same spot. I'm not picking up ammo though. That's a little concern. Well, maybe I can just get him to ram himself to death. Maybe the hitting the wall is doing the damage. Well, he knocked the lights off. Oh, we did it. First try, no damage, fatality. All right, let's switch back to basic pistol to deal with Angela. We don't want to waste shoddy on her. She's a weak woman. Whoa, hold on. Next phase. Oh, it's getting so very dark. Angela, wait. Why do all the women want to run from me? This dude is not even like mildly freaked out. Don't ask questions. Just consume bullets and wait for next bullet. Get excited for next bullet. Just consume bullets and get excited for next bullet. The radio voice? Sit down and relax. Oh, that did something. Shit. Yeah, but it's don't ask questions. Just consume bullets and get excited for next bullets. I don't know if I'm shooting this thing in the right place. I feel like I kind of need to get like a soft spot on the back. Wait, what do you mean by listening? Oh wait, is the environment changing? I think that hole was not there until a second ago. Okay, some good that did me. This was going to be a polo stream, I realize. But I had a problem with a supplier that I wanted to get a stand for my light, which I'm not even using right now. I have the light off. Well, can I take a second to check my emails here? Because these guys want 30 more bucks from me for shipping, and it just seems ridiculous. Also, Mr. 10 Years, the games I ordered from Target, it says your package is on its way, 122, a week later. But they're like a state away. What the hell? How do I have my games arriving that late from now you got one in Tennessee. It's like, so one of the games is being shipped different than the other two. And I'm just wearing my robe. This is the robe I got for Christmas from my folks. I thought maybe I'd show it off. It's a Lacoste robe. It is a little problematic to sit in a recliner because it's got this hoodie. And then that kind of gets either packed on your back and pushing against you, or kind of hitting the headphones, which I need to charge this guy up over here because I need to actually finish watching the 2-episode premiere of Starfleet Academy. I watched the first episode last night. I was going to watch the second one while on my stationary bike, watch it on my phone, on the stationary bike, get in a little bit of workout, take a shower. Haven't really had time, so I'm going to do that after we do this here. But we are going to, after we do some of Silent Hill 2, we do want to try out the Neon Inferno demo at the conclusion of tonight's stream. You know, Metroid Prime 2 actually had an ammo count for your regular shots, like how Prime 4 sort of did, probably as a way to emulate the survival horror. My understanding is if you play hard, you are going to have a lot less ammo in Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. You're going to have so much less ammo because the save room will not automatically refill your ammo, which is really going to change the game. I don't feel like going through that and scanning everything. I just do not. I could be willing to go through that, but in addition to having to do some kind of scanning checklist thing, I'm just over that. Thankfully, there aren't achievements to goad me into playing like that, right? Weird shit is happening. It is kind of like the environment's changing around me, isn't it? This was on the other side a second ago, wasn't it? Oh yeah, we do need to do Fire Emblem GameCube. That might be the next first impression thing we do, okay? You guys like those moves? I guess I didn't need to shoot him. I have been really careful, Nukem, about not saying anything about that game. I want to be totally... I heard somebody say that the art style's timeless. I have avoided all Fire Emblem communication. So when we first impression it, it's going to be super fresh, okay? Where are we going? Am I going to knock him into this? Will that take care of him? What do you mean by has an ammo count? I mean, you have an amount of ammo, yes. Now, I think there are some games. I'm trying to recall. I think that there may be some Resident Evils that your ranking depends on how many bullets you've used. I'm trying to remember which ones. That might honestly be the case with Code Veronica. Code Veronica is incredibly strict. See, this doesn't seem all that survival horror to me. This is some kind of hybrid survival horror, psychological horror Outlast thing, or Visage. It's kind of doing a few. I realize it predates. But it's kind of doing a few different things. Because I don't think any of this makes a lick of sense. This is like... I don't even think this is like... supernatural. This seems more like in his head or something. Okay, where does the game want me to go? Is the new Fire Emblem coming this year? I honestly wanted 3 houses to get an upgrade. Is it called Fire Emblem 3 Houses? Is that the last one? I kid you not, I've heard the name Fire Emblem. I know absolutely nothing. I think one of you said there was a character Ike introduced in that one on GameCube, and that he appears in Smash Brothers. That's all I know. I have no idea what genre it is. I'm assuming it's some kind of action adventure like Zelda. I'm assuming. So we're going to go into that super fresh, but we kind of have to finish this. Unless you guys would like me to just do Fire Emblem tomorrow, regardless of whether or not we finish this, and then just get back to Silent Hill. Plays like FF Tactics. I ordered FF Tactics, so that is something we're going to do something on the channel with. I don't know if that's full stream enjoyable. I don't know if people are going to be down for that. I really don't know much about that. Oh boy. In a living machine house. I wonder if that burns me if I get too close. But I'm just wearing a robe right now. Gonna do a little exercise. I got to get also after the stream I'm gonna buy the punching game, Fist of the North Star, and try to make that a routine of some kind. It probably would be like potentially just some fun cardio, but I don't really see it allowing me to like better explode heads by practice, you know? Nukem, how do you say the Fire Emblem on GameCube is way more fun than those of the games you demoed recently? Dragon Quest and Venture Valley. I will say, okay, so you think that GameCube Fire Emblem's better than Dragon Quest, which, boy, did that look promising and have like no substance. Adventures of Elliot seems kind of cool though. Like 4 modern Fire Emblem games. See, I didn't even realize it goes back to the Super Nintendo, but I think that was a Japanese only release. So, hey, can you just tell me what you were going to say about the fighting game? Is there any more news about a new fighting? Did you say new fighting game from Nintendo? Was it? Okay. Oh no, he actually got his hands on it. What is this thing? Picture frame man? Oh boy, that's not an escape, is it? It looks like your almighty dodge just comes to the rescue right there, doesn't it? Am I shooting the right place? I almost think I need to like get him to fall into that. Jeez. Okay. We'll just kind of like strafe on that dodge right there. Are you done? Oh, shoot. Give him something a little more powerful here. Boom! First try for sure, achievement. Well, no 2 achievements?
Okay, Angela. It's okay. Calm down.
Don't order me around.
I'm not, It's okay. It's over.
This dude is like so damn calm. It's unnerving.
Try what?
Like you don't know?
Fit Ring Adventures. I gotta look that up. I know you mentioned it last
So it's
time.
the same with you. You're only after one thing.
Here, let's have a...
Please.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead. Say it.
Fit Ring Adventures.
You could just force me. Like he always did.
Force you to what?
You disgusting pig. I hate you.
Did her dad pimp her out or San Antonio her?
Angela. I don't know who you think I am, but I don't want to hurt you. I just want to get my Mary back.
You're Mary. Your own little Mary.
At least she was.
For a while.
Did she say she knows Mary? Somebody said they knew Mary, right? Might have been her.
Admit it. You didn't want her around anymore.
No.
You probably found someone else.
No!
I need to find my mama.
I never.
No, wait a minute. Maybe I have. That's what he's kind of like convincing himself there. Defeat the abstract daddy. Okay. It was a double achievement thing, but man, if you had a glitch and that cutscene didn't play, maybe you could have glitched your achievement. Seems pretty hurt. We're gonna go ahead and shoot up. Man, I'd like some more of my shotgun shells. Though I haven't looked, there's probably a rating here and maybe rifle does the most damage. Is that a possibility? Last night we had the stream was picking up a lot of people again. We were getting in the 20s. Not really sure what I'm doing to entice 20 viewers, but don't hate this area entirely. Doesn't have any bullet sponge nurses or leg models. Oh shoot, now we have a map. Oh, this is gonna suck now. Is he drawing it as he goes? Game was saved. What do we have here? It's giving him a headache. By the way, have you done your end of year review with Nintendo? Maybe you can do that on stream. Yeah, that sounds kind of neat. It basically tells you how many hours you've... I have looked. Yeah, I have looked at that. I got the email yesterday after I figured out how to do it, actually. Maybe I can just put a screen grab up real quick. Your Nintendo, it says your Nintendo Switch 2025 year in review. Get started. I know I took a screen grab of this earlier, but reduce motion option, just get started. The game I actually played most, guess what it was? It might surprise you. It kind of surprised me. Your style, 41% action, 30% adventure, 11% racing, 9% party, 5% shooting, 4% role-playing. What they classify as action and adventure could almost be the same thing. The party I'm confused about. In chart form, hours. In September, I only played 6 hours. Because you know what happened September? Silk Song happened. Nope. The most played game, it's time to decide. What was your favorite, it says. Here's the thing, it says share. Most played. Okay. Here, I'm going to hit share and put it up on my Twitter. And then, is that how that works? Share to Twitter, X something? It's not showing the hours, but my most played game was Tears of the Kingdom. It's not showing. This is different than when I looked at it yesterday. Seriously. It's like they updated this, and now it doesn't show the hours for each game. Or did I scroll too far before? You first played Switch on June 5th. Okay, hold on. We're going to keep scrolling. I want to see the hours on this, if I can. Is it Von Fry's first year with Nintendo Switch? 82 hours of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Second place, I think, was 62 hours Kirby Air Riders. This is really just, it's like it took over my phone now. I can't. All right, I'm going to hit skip. Just give me the damn totals. Yeah, okay. At any rate, I was surprised that Tears of the Kingdom was that much time. I think in time, Kirby's Air Riders will probably eclipse that. I've already spent, I don't know, 12 hours designing machines. And I'm saying just designing machines. Nukem, did you see my mouthful Warp Star? I made a I have enhanced my mouthful abilities when it comes to designing that for Air Riders. And I've made a mouthful Warp Star, and it includes Kirby's feet. So go on there, check out Friends My Machines in the marketplace. So Donkey Kong Bonanza was pretty good. Tears of the Kingdom is, in some way, you could say it's glorified DLC, simply because it uses some of the same environment, right? Like some of the environment's the same, except for the underground and the sky, right? It's on the bones of Breath of the Wild, but it sure feels like there's enough content there to elicit calling it its own game at the same time. It has a different story. Oh man, boy, the finale really took me for a loop. That is, I'd probably say Tears of the Kingdom was probably the best game I played 2005 to 2025. The problem is it can't really be my game of the year because it's like, okay, so now they got it running right. In 2025, it's running right. Okay. So it's kind of hard to give game of the year to it when it came out and was running at what, 15 frames per second or something, but people still liked it. Like I knew it must have been pretty damn good if it was running like trash and yet people were still enjoying it, you know? So so if you count, it's almost like I have to look at them like Switch 2 games. That one in particular seems more like it was intended for the Switch 2 than Breath of the Wild. You know? Breath of the Wild was a Wii U Switch game, and you can see the Switch in it. Tears of the Kingdom, unlike other games that had the Switch 2 version while also a Switch 1 version, you do not really see Switch 1 in Tears of the Kingdom. There are differences. But like, you know, let's look at it like this. If Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are Switch 2 releases, then they are my favorite Switch 2 games thus far. As a Switch 2 exclusive goes, it probably comes between Donkey Kong Bonanza and Kirby Air Riders. And to some of that, it's kind of up to taste, you know? They normally ran at 30. I heard that it got really low. I heard Tears of the Kingdom got really low at times. Maybe it got confused if you had too many contraptions built. But see, that's the problem. I don't really think I can give Game of the Year to Tears of the Kingdom when it actually was released well before 2025. It would be like a fixed version of Cyberpunk. What? We got Cyberpunk running at 120 hertz? Well, okay. Does it qualify for Game of the Year? What? We released DLC for Elden Ring? Does it qualify for Game of the Year? The Game Awards has a lot of problems. This guy, Scott Stash, I guess he had a video yesterday about issues with the Game Awards, and he made some good points about the categories having problems. Here, we got to get through this, don't we? And I guess people were like, yeah, from the guy who hosted the GameStop Awards, of course he's going to... But they do have issues like that. They just have a bunch of games being nominated. They don't really seem to have the people behind... Like, okay, what about best level design? Could that be a category? Or best horror game, scariest game, something... There could be maybe some better ways to categorize this stuff. What are we calling a racing game? What are we calling a fighting game? And then they'll have a beat 'em up listed in the fighting games. Well, what have we got here? But you were stabbed.
I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt?
Maria's sister?
Not at all, silly.
But the thing... It stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator and then...
James, what are you talking about?
Why is she acting weird too?
Just before.
Game of the Year's Garfield Kart. Is that a game?
James? Honey? Did something happen to you?
Honey?
After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you
Why do you call me
confusing
honey?
me with someone else?
I was about to... I'm going to compare this game to Hellblade when I do the review, Sweet Tea.
Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything. But you forgot that videotape we made.
Okay, can we watch their sex tape?
I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So you are Maria.
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
Doesn't matter who I am.
I think this game compares... There's a good comparison to be made between this and Hellblade 2.
James.
Garfield Kart 2 2025.
I'm real.
What we need on other platforms,
You want to touch me?
like, how come we can't get, like, a new Crash Bandicoot kart, right? Like, somebody else has to go up against Mario Kart, like, directly. Sonic is kind of half-assing that.
Well. If you happen to make up your mind.
All right, let's watch the tape.
I'll be waiting.
See, to compare this to the original Hellblade would be different. Hellblade 2
I'll find some way to...
plays a lot different than the original Hellblade.
I'll come back, I promise.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, I've never attempted any kind of Elvis impersonation type thing. But I've got to wash this robe, that's for sure. All right, you stay there in jail. I'll come back. I'm back, honey. Why even bother with this broad? You know? So, yeah, you know what? This game and Hellblade 2 actually have a lot in common in certain ways that make them good for comparing. Let me guess, the puzzle. Have some keys I need to insert. Ah, the limit configuration. All right, well, I just guessed. I do need to finish some achievement mop-up in South of Midnight, Terminator 2D No Fate. The girl you first saw in the beginning of the game was better looking in the OG. I mean, relative to PS2 game. Speaking of, I think I can kind of look at those people sort of here. If I type Silent Hill, I think I might see some screen grabs. HD collection. So I guess that's kind of her. Or maybe I can see that on the box art. We haven't played as this girl. I don't even think I've seen this girl. Or maybe that's Silent Hill 3. Yeah, that's probably 2. And those are clips from 3. Okay, so never mind. Silent Hill F, you have to play as a Asian schoolgirl for reasons. Ooh, she got back damage. Maybe slightly different modified human monster things. Yeah, I couldn't find a pic of her, but I'm going to take your word for it because they didn't make her look particularly great here, you know? No kidding. Ain't no doubt about that. See, Resident Evil, with very few exceptions, and I guess it really only starts to apply when you deal with some of the trippier elements happening in the village, like the giant baby chasing you stuff. Resident Evil has to adhere to realism and be like, okay, so there's an infection, this evil company, things like that. Like, you can't just start having floating staircases in a Resident Evil game. for a prolonged period of time. And too much of this game is giving you just the trippiness for the sake of trippiness. Okay, can I stay by those and it's only the big ones I have to watch out for? Yeah, okay. Hearing things I don't like. PS2, they didn't make a lot of like ugly women purposely, right? In PS2 era, like I'm thinking like PS2 launches with Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore. All right, we might want to save before we mess with that. I need you guys to go look on my channel. I have a short that came out at about midnight. I meant to put out earlier yesterday. And I need you to get some likes on it. I think I need to kind of work on the way in which I make the shorts feed. If the title or the thumbnail is where the description is, people may not understand what I'm saying. But I only have, what, 1 thumbs up maybe? Shoot, where's shorts? 1,000 views. If I... No, I've got 7 thumbs up. Yeah, get some more thumbs up on this one. Jill is hot in Code Veronica. I think you mean Claire. I thought Claire actually looked better in Resident Evil 2, the costume. Then they gave her like the choker. Like they might have just kind of made her a little too, not too, I guess it's not quite try hard, but they were just trying to work there. And you look at the intro to Code Veronica and it got very actiony. And then the movies kind of just ran with that as if Paul W.S. Anderson just looked at the intro. I think we're gonna have to cut that and make this fall, huh? He just looked at that intro sequence and said, okay, that's the movie. That's what we're doing right there. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a pinstripe robe. I hadn't either. I would, if I bought it myself, I wouldn't have gotten the, do you guys want the hood up? Hood up or hood down? The hood gets in the way, I feel like. Also, heads up to just letting you guys know because you're in the stream. I watched the first episode of Starfleet Academy. I'm going to watch the second, and I'm probably going to have a video out for it tomorrow. But I did not hate it. There has been way worse atrocities in Star Trek of late. So we'll see what happens episode 2 before I weigh in video form. But I'm saying the season premiere, series premiere, episode 1 was not that bad, really. It's gonna get too hot if I have the hood up. It's gonna be really warm. So I came in that way or not? Yeah, okay, so I thought I came in looking. So we'll go across. Something's walking around. Okay, maybe we should just get the hell out of here. Oh, it's the thing underneath. It's that thing that climbs around underneath you. What the hell? Where? Couldn't see it. I think I hate those enemies the most because they're hiding. They're just, they live to jump scare, don't they? They're totally there for the jump scare. It feels a little cheap to me. Don't stick your hand in it. Don't. No. Don't. He's doing it. He's doing it. He keeps going in. Deeper and deeper he goes. I wouldn't say a 10 out of 10. But boy, does she look weird now. And she's only going to look weirder. Of the girls I highlighted, that Kay Adams, man, let me tell you, she ain't looking bad now, but she is so. They got to do a Saturday Night Live sketch where it is like the Continental with Christopher Walken. You ever seen that? Where it's like a first-person video, and somebody's like being this guy. Christopher Walken invites some girl to his apartment, and he's being real creepy, and it's weird. It works, but they got to do that with someone playing as Kay Adams, inviting over like an NFL or a football player, because she is so flirty and hitting on. She's trying to get with one of these pro players because they make the real bucks in entertainment, right? Those are fighting words, Vaughn. Pistols at dawn. That Megan Fox 1 to 10. It's also funny how I saw this thing where they were at the Combine. This was like last year, asking all the rookies if there was like some actress they maybe had a thing for. First celebrity crush, I think they said. First, who's your first celebrity crush? And every single one of them goes, and I say this, these are, you know, these NFL players are not good actors, but every one of them says exactly the same thing. Megan Fox, Transformers. They go Megan Fox, Transformers. Megan Fox, Transformers. Yeah. Like, if you don't look good in a Michael Bay movie, you do not look good. You know? Michael Bay brings out the hotness. Can't imagine James as a custodian. He doesn't spend much time cleaning up around here, does he? You think that thing just wanted to hug me? Hug James? I don't think so. Okay, also, I wasn't paying attention to what I just did. What did I pick up? God. Hold on, where's my... Wick. Lighter. Wick. A wick, possibly for a lighter? Oh, lighter wick. Okay, so we need to find a lighter. We're gonna make candles. Clear out all this bad energy with our candle, our incense, and our crystals. Feel the healing properties as all the toxins leave. The hell's clocking around? Okay, it's a grate. That's those guys who like to hang underneath. Go, just go. I think he was probably done. I probably didn't need to hit him an extra time, but... He'd be fired in 2 seconds if the head janitor saw him digging through toilets. Oh, yeah, well, you know what? No, actually, he would be a good janitor. because he'd be willing to just stick his hand in, you know? I'll stick his hand in. Oh, hey, wait, there's a toilet. What? I need to stick my hand in that. What? Now he's saying what the hell? Hold on. He just said what the hell. As if whatever he was seeing was normal. Why did I waste so much ammo on that biatch? Like, did most of those bullets not connect? Like, what's with the bloom on him as things get closer? Yeah, Christopher Walken was the Continental on SNL. That's what I said. They need to do a version where someone's playing the role of Kay Adams. And it could be like the camera's up really high because you're supposed to be Kevin Durant. And then she's like doing creepy things, and then he wants to leave the apartment, and then she's like, no, come back. That, I don't think they have the stones to do that on Saturday Night Live. Going on a bit of a diatribe here for the stream. We're up to 8 viewers. I think it might have said 9, and then I said diatribe, and then people left. Look at what Drewski did. I actually showed that to my mom during our podcast today. It's going to go up in the morning. He does that sketch on the megachurch pastor, right? Gets 100 million views online. He is his own boss. He doesn't have a comedy movie out there failing, because if your comedy movie doesn't make $1 billion, your movie has to make $1 billion now to be considered successful. So comedy's not going to do that. So it's like, screw you. We're not even going to make comedies. If he was on Saturday Night Live as a cast member, he would be toiling away making sketches that had limitations on them and were probably written by white folks, or diversity hires that would, that wouldn't necessarily be good, but hey, we got diversity hires in here. He is like the comedian voice of the time right now. He's figured it out. He's tapped into something that's working. And he knows that if he goes and does a comedy tour, a traditional stand-up comedy tour, and that doesn't, it's not gangbusters, then, that affects the bottom line with the viral video stuff. But just imagine, what he's doing by himself is kind of what SNL should have morphed into. But instead, SNL is, still, stuck behind this, old-time corporate, we're on at specific time of the night, on network television, just dying over there. Saturday Night Live might actually benefit from moving to Peacock, or having specials on a streaming service or maybe the gloves were off entirely. Okay. Yay, you got the keyblade. My joke was ruined by the keyblade. It says Iron Key. What if Silent Hill is just hillbilly country and you're killing inbreds? I'm under the impression that this is in James's mind, or maybe he's actually dead. Okay, so I'm thinking he's dead. He thinks his wife left him and she died, but actually he's the one who died. And now he's killing normal people around the city. That is my guess. But regardless, I don't know if I'm kind of worn out with this game already, Okay, James, we're gonna go look over there. All these hallways looking too much alike for the hell of it. I like that angry face, how it looks on my app here. It's all red. Just move. James, I don't think we can fight that. Suspended cage. Straight ahead. I don't think we're in hillbilly country. No. Silent Hill, I'm not sure where this is, but it doesn't look like West Virginia, you know? The keyblade's not working. Do you think I can finish the Labyrinth tonight? Like, how am I doing there? Okay, now we need to maybe turn the image. Let's see, we had a flippity flip room. I think if we go this way. No? I don't know. Flippity flip room is where? Yeah, I mean, I feel like this game is doing too many of the tropey things. Now, at the time on PS2, I'm sure this was probably pretty novel, right? Like, you have to kind of consider in its day. And that's hard to do at times, isn't it? Okay, can we just move past that? Just, you don't want to get hit, just keep going. Alright, this isn't working. How come he didn't fill that in? Like, how come that was being treated like unfilled area? This is very different from the OG from what I understand. I haven't played either, but the OG, really? They do tend to make these games longer. Like, did you notice how, like, brutally long Resident Evil 4 Remake feels? Like... I think the train of thought is it's a single player game. People are going to really complain if it's short and there's no multiplayer, you know, things like that. All right, so that's where we got this. I don't understand what the game expects me to do there. I'm supposed to wait for him to walk by. Let's actually load. It's weird because 4 felt like really well paced. It felt like there was like more areas, yet the game was shorter. You know, in the original 4. But then the 4 remake, I just don't even really want to get through it anymore. It's just like something cheap and stupid's going to happen. You just know it. All right, let's make him touch this door for the hell of it. Let's see if he... Okay. So we actually know that that will lead around. What is over here? Nope, this door. And on the right. Okay, come on. There's not a lot I can do about this. They're ganging up on me. I don't... I guess that's where I went. See a spot up ahead here, and I think through here, maybe there's something on the left that can be opened. Stick his hand in. Here we go. Is it too hot? What, do we need rubber gloves? Like, kind of looks like it's boiling. Hey, there's cigarettes in there. You sure you don't need to stick your hand in there, James? Maybe I should realize that if the door is circled like it was, and I guess he must have like been able to like erase some of that red marker, but the circle meant that he could open that door now because he had the iron key, I guess. Come on. What is more of a walking sim? Silent Hill 2 or Alien Isolation? Because I'm really not sure. The lighter. Yeah, throw the toaster in the tub. Two birds at one stone. As Travis Kelce says, two things at once. I did play some Taylor Swift for my mom on the podcast today. Yeah, I kind of wanted to look up ahead here. There's a spot on the left that might be worth checking out. No, 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 no. Put it away. Don't let it yell. Oh, I'm hearing things. Is now a good time to talk about what movie might get Best Picture, or does it just not even matter? Like I've been trying to tell people. I think it's hilarious that one battle after another got Golden Globe for musical or comedy. I was under the impression that was supposed to be taken seriously, but maybe people have interpreted it as unintentionally funny. What am I hearing? Hug me, you asshole. Hell, I guess I didn't even need to go over here. That guy could have just stayed hidden. Push the cart over the body. See, I was thinking if they were pulling off really dark environments in the original game, that would have been really, like, novel at the time on a PS2. It's a magic map, man. It just fills its way in. What do we got here? Not a good fridge. That's what happens if you keep your Red Bull for too long, guys. No, actually, Red Bull doesn't expire. It's like honey. They had to put an expiration date on it for, like, FDA reasons. Fluid. You put your lighter fluid in the refrigerator. All right, well, I think we're ready to make a Molotov cocktail. We're going to burn that rope, aren't we? Well, I guess that's what we're doing, right? We're burning that rope down. Huh. Good way to jump. Crawl. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. Run straight ahead, make a right. Controller is really, really shaky. Don't really understand why it's doing that. All right, before we screw something up. Then after we screwed something up, we'll save again. I've been seeing things that if you type, you'll get through its, you don't get search results anymore. Now you get AI results saying that K-pop Demon Hunters isn't eligible for Best Picture. I recall that a movie only had to play in Los Angeles, in a movie theater in Los Angeles to qualify. And now it's like, no, it has to play in major cities for a certain amount of days. So maybe they changed some rules. I don't know. I mean, we could do a lot worse than K-pop Demon Hunters winning Best Picture. I'm seeing other things saying that they expect it to be one of the more favorite movies. So I'm not sure which is the truth there, but... All right, we're going to combine. We have a functioning lighter. Look at how long it took that texture to pop in. Jesus. That was like a 4-second texture pop. All right, we're gonna save first for the whole video. And then James is gonna do his thing where he's like, do I really want to jump? No, confirm it. No, okay, confirm it again. Confirm one more time. There we go. Here, I hit jump. He's not going to do it. Okay, now he's going to do it. Maybe that's a point of no return assurance type thing. He went in the hole. Back to Maria. But now we have a lighter. Is she gonna say anything else? Hey. Got a lighter now. You know, you kind of look like you could get out of that chair and try to knock that door down if you wanted out of there. But nope, instead she doesn't act like a real human. Okay. Trying to keep track of this. We did the triangle, and now it's locked. So that's fine. I'm not even sure if there's a symbol on the side of him. Rotten rooms. Nine viewers, hello, the chat is free. Ask away. Say hi, whatever. Are you in Iran and you can't communicate on YouTube, but you can watch? Uh-oh. Are we stuck? Breakable wall? There's supposed to be a new Hellraiser game coming. I thought it was supposed to be out by now, or maybe it's been postponed. They want a heap of money for it. You're probably just going to have to buy it digital, because the physical version, it's like over $100. And that may get to be the norm, guys. That all the physical releases are going to be considered collectibles. So they're going to treat them as collectibles. I don't like things that are designed with the intention of being collectible. Like, the vintage Ferraris were not intended to be collectible. Something needs to earn becoming collectible. I don't think there's anything else to do here. I have to turn the head. Alright, that's the dick and balls. Let's go. Maybe save first. We don't know how far away a save state could be. Let's go up. That's the symbol right there, yeah. Key snake? I don't know what that is. What? Okay, here we go. Are you kidding? I bought your Kirby Air Ride machine on the market. Be sure to check out my 3 new machines I have on the marketplace. I call it the Yellow Hornet series. Cool. I'm going to replace mine with all... Okay, now that wants to open. I'm going to replace like all of mine with mouthfuls. So I have like a mouthful series up there. I don't know. My mouthful Warp Star was pretty cheap. I was just wondering if it's still really cheap. I do not like these guys. They tend to get up. Did it just jump down? These guys seem to revive really quick, and that is troublesome. What'd you think of that mouthful? Or did it not have enough mouthful over the Warp Star? I wasn't really sure how far down I would wrap his head around it. But I kind of want it to look like an otherwise base machine with Kirby eating it. Why is that not penciled in? Two rounds, oh boy. Look at you. Shaky bum. Okay, wasn't that the only place I could go? Here's someone. All right, maybe I can coax one of these monsters to move this so I could crawl. Oh, this guy's probably woke up. Gosh, I'm confused. Okay, yeah, squeeze through. I'm curious to see if you're able to do, if you're able to do that with the wagon star. Yeah, it would have to be from the top down with Kirby trying to swap. I'm thinking about some of these other ones. Some of them it doesn't make sense. If it's multi-piece star, swerve star, I don't see working. Like there's a lot of them that are not going to quite work. Caleb, welcome. How's it hanging, man? We're just exploring the labyrinth here. I think I'm about to shoot some ill-mannered mannequin feet people. Actually, do they even have feet? Maybe they're just like all feet. Some of those things, aren't they like all leg? Just about. I don't even think they have feet. I'd have to look again. Yeah, I think those things are kicking me without feet. We're gonna have to take a closer look at that. What do we got here? The key in the hole. Okay. Oh, please don't be on the ceiling. Please don't be on the ceiling. Oh, geez. You know what? Be on the ceiling. You had to stand up. Trying to conserve some ammo. Oh, right. What are we looking at here? Not the worst place he's been today. No, I have not watched the Stranger Things 5 documentary. See, I know the way Netflix is playing this game. They will make a documentary attacking everything they don't have ownership of. They'll attack Jerry Springer's show. They'll attack The Biggest Loser. They're not attacking Stranger Things. You know, Stranger Things is not going to get the same attack hatchet job of a documentary. It's going to be a fluff piece behind the scenes thing. Everybody's amazing. Let's not even bring up Charlie, is it Hinton or something? Jonathan. Yeah, let's not even bring up Jonathan's coke addiction or that Nancy can't eat a sandwich. Let's not even bring that up. Let's not bring up essentially molding Noah Schnapp into being gay. Let's not bring that up. You know? A jumpy bastard. I would be a little curious to see how they did some of the effects. You can see that they've got Jamie, you know, Vecna with some. They added to him a bit, you know, like he wore a practical suit, but they accentuated it with CGI, you know. But you kind of assume that much, right? All right, we could go down the hole here. You rat bastard. Man, I thought I just saw something jump. Was there anything particularly, good reason to watch that? Or my friend's theory on why there was no Demogorgons or anything like that is because, like, season 3, they all melted to form the huge mind flare thing in the finale. Including a shot of that might have been pertinent, if that was true. I don't think they came up with. I think the biggest, tangent. There's a lot of problems with the way season 5 wrapped up. I think the biggest issue to me would be the way the American military is portrayed. In season 4, we can think of shooting the Russians as okay. Those are the bad guys. Better dead than red. The commies, Soviet Union. Yeah. They got nukes. World War, baby. There's a little bit of a layer of protection of they've kidnapped Hopper. Doesn't matter how many of them we kill. We're getting Hopper out. Good guys win. Now, Nancy and Hopper are wantonly disposing of American military. Just guys who want to go see their family. They're protecting, I don't, it just seems as though the military should have come to their aid. Hey, don't you guys see what's happening? Talk some sense into them. Have somebody rise up against Linda Hamilton. Okay, no, lock her up. All right, this is a mutiny, whatever. We're just going to disobey your orders. We're not taking orders from you no more. Let's help these kids get this thing because the fate of the world. Have some redemption for the military. I didn't like seeing 11 twisting necks of American military guys. Hopper shooting them. Nancy mowing him down like Rambo. Because then it seemed like, well, there's no turning back from that. That they're just going to keep killing off the American military. And the American military is going to be seen as the bad guy. Then you have, flash forward, 18 months later? Everybody's cool. Nancy, Hop, probably should be arrested. But nope. I guess there just wasn't any bodies to find. I'm pretty sure they killed some people out in the real world and the bodies would be there. Not that they got lost in the upside down, the abyss or any of that. People are complaining about how easy the kaiju was to beat up. I'm thinking you had a combination of 11 handling Vecna and everybody else was kind of distracting the kaiju. And then the handling of Vecna and the kaiju together took care of it. Mind Flayer, if that's the Mind Flayer, I wish some of the kids said it, because it seems like whatever they were calling the Mind Flayer really changed sizes when convenient. And was the Mind Flayer what they fought at the mall in season 3 or not? That I'm really confused by. Or was that something else? Because once you have the stuff that was melting the rats and combining them, we didn't see that effect again after season 3. And that seems like, these kids are up a creek with no paddle now, because how do you defeat this? They were fortunate enough to be able to defeat that kind of a creature once and then never again. No, it's just basic Demogorgons. It's like, forget about all that stuff. Now we have, oh, hi, I'm Freddy Krueger and I'm here to get inside your mind and I need to kidnap the kids, right? I don't like Nancy in general, so yes, they fought the Mind Flayer in season 3. So then the thing at the very end, the kaiju, was that not the Mind Flayer? So I'm confused. Did they just simply not want to call it? It don't seem to actually call it anything. It was like Vecna's Fortress, but he's part of it. I don't think that as much time as was put into the show, strangely, a lot of things do not get explained well enough. A Paul Reiser character could have explained a lot. Nope, just disappeared. Just not there to help explain any of this and get this on track. So that's what happens if you get invested in any of these shows. They only ever have an idea for one season. And if you like that one season, walk away, because it's only going to disappoint you. The stuff doesn't get better in the eyes of most people by the end of it on any of these streaming shows. They have no real incentive to come up with like, hey, here's 8 seasons of an amazing show. No, let's just give them one really good season and see if we can get our show picked up on the platform and, make our money to put out more seasons and kind of half-ass those. And, they're even saying they wrote the last episode like while they're filming it or something, or they started shooting the chapter 5 before having written the last episode, or not a good plan for success there. Caleb says, I don't even think it explained what did Vecna want with. I'm concerned what he even wanted with them in season 4. Because if Vecna was behind it this whole time, it was me, Austin. It was me all along, right? Why kidnap Will but kill Barb? If a Demogorgon is sent out and the Demogorgon kidnapped Will, and then the Demogorgon is sent out again and it just kills Barb, it's just killing people. And then in season 4, it's like, okay, we're going to kill the cheerleader because you kill the vulnerable people and that makes a gate so that you can do what? And now we're going to say that Will, when he's moving his eyes around all funny, like the Undertaker, he is actually digging tunnels so that the Demogorgons or things can get around. Not that even matters, because he can just enter any mind he wants to, it seems, anyway. I wonder if it got too convoluted for the layman casual to keep track of by the end, because we were like ping-ponging between, no, this is the black area where we're talking to 11. And then this 1950s, that's the memory from Vecna in his mind. And then over here's the abyss. But we have to go through the upside down. And then there's Hawkins. And I don't know, man. But I will stand by saying that the biggest issue is what they did to the military. To just have the military be the bad guys instead of, somebody that could help them. Having the military with their firepower, even small arms fires, whatever they've got is going to be more impressive than the kids throwing Molotov pokey sticks, Molotov water balloons, and slingshots, right? That would seem like, look, you don't fight Godzilla with this stuff, right? Not to say that this thing was necessarily of the girth of Godzilla, but geez, I think seasons 3 and 4 are near flawless. I have a lot of issues with them. But now that we see what happens, because if you have season 4 and you have all the adults on their own adventure cut off from the kids rescuing Hopper, then you have the kids on their adventure, okay? Now in season 5, they're combining efforts for one adventure, and it feels stranger. It feels more forced for having to concoct no realistic reason or how she managed to tag along. Getting Winona Ryder, I forgot her damn name, to get her to come by just so she can stand by and hatchet Vecna's neck. So she made the hop to go up there from the tower, and And then they got the kids down there somehow. Like, that gets glossed over. That would have been a tough jump to make for some of them. There's just a lot of issues. And I think that you're actually better off when you, as much as it seemed like a problem having the adults do an adventure and then the kids doing an adventure, you're probably actually better off having them separated than combined efforts that we saw in season 5. But I mean, either then it's kind of like a pick your poison. You kind of end up with some kind of issue either way. You know, it seems like, well, did we really need to see all of this trouble to rescue Hopper? And is plausible? But now we have the kids so old that we have to have other kids in the show. But then when you bring the other kids in the show, Holly, Derek, that detracts from time from our main group that's been with us 5 seasons. So I'm not even so sure if it really felt like the group passed the torch. They might have actually been better off if the main group of kids had to actually pass the torch and make you like the new kids more, the whole group of them. I know people like Delightful Derek, but what if you had, I mean, you don't even remember the name of the girl with the glasses or some of the other kids, you know, like that stuff seems irrelevant. But if they actually pass the torch off to those kids, then you could get another season with those kids and it could be like focused on them. Now, I'm not so sure that they could ever get back to that, you know, or if they wanted to go in a different direction and have like a video game focused on Delightful Derek, Holly, and their squad. I guess they could. I don't know. Season 5, Hopper, Joyce. Yeah, that's it. Joyce and Murray had no need to be there at all. They spent season 4 rescuing Hopper. In season 5, I think you can make the case that Hopper and Joyce are the least relevant. I thought that they actually had a good use for Murray at the beginning of season 5, wherein he was outside and could ship things into town to be this guy who could go bring stuff in and out. Then the second half of season 5 ruins Murray, a character who was already not in good graces, who was already obnoxious, right? Who seems to be there because he's like friends of a producer or something. It seems that way. They have the balls to just stick Murray in with everybody else, where it's no longer about him getting a truck in and out to people. It's really just tag along and do whatever. Just be another character to eat up time. We end up with such a large cast. We got away from a show about boys and then a girl gets thrown in the mix. And then, whoa, think about it on those terms. All right, guys, we're just boys and we're doing D&D and yeah, we're kind of nerdy. Uh-oh, it's a girl. Whoa, there's a girl in our group now. Whoa. It went from the dynamic of adding a girl to a group of guys to now there's a shitload of girls, girl bossing it up, and the guys are there for lip service or something. They're there because the girls have to boss somebody around. So yeah, that's by the end of it. If you do not get your agenda smacking over the head in a Netflix series up front, by the end of it, by season 5, you will get full on agenda forced down your gullet. That's all I got to say about that. So I probably need to make a note there and upload that as its own little video, just trashing season 5. Season 5's biggest, chapter 5's biggest problem, right? Joyce and Murray had no need to be there at all. Yeah. I can't see Hopper or Joyce needing to be there. Murray in season 5 had a role. And then they kind of just took it from him, you know? They kind of just said, oh, you have something unique to stand out with, and then you're just going to complain when they fix your... Where are you going? What the hell is going on here? The other one was like leading me. Small key. Hold on here. Small key, we had a door. Okay, so it's just a shortcut. Alright, good, we're down to 6 people. One, two, three. I think I've done all of those. We have a small key, but where are we going to put the small key? Yeah, thanks for dropping by, Caleb. Yeah. I guess there's always a little more to vent about with Stranger Things, right? What took the small key? Handcuffed gate. All right, we're gonna have to go back down. Let's see, does that... 1. Okay, we gotta go up 1. That's doable. Just keep making a left. Let's climb. Here we are. You're not following me up here, are you? What's with the noise? Yeah, they don't have feet, do they? They're like just legs and crotch, or maybe not. Really creepy stuff. I don't even know how they're squealing. You know, that's something to think about. What are they barking from? Man, I'm dry. Okay, I don't have any small, well, I've got shoddy, but Where am I taking that? Oh, just out of the way. Okay. Could really use some bullets. Still dead. That's good. I like that. That's what I like in a creepy leg creature, staying dead. But what were we looking at there? What's the next piece of the puzzle? There must have been a wall spot that I didn't see. Yeah, I didn't see that, sorry. Well, this looks dangerous. All right, going down 4. Gonna unlatch that. Save area? It's red. Oh, this sounds bad. No, wire cutters? What are we? I've explored like everything I can. That caved in. Game. It's not gonna let you be stuck here, right? Oh, okay. We have a save, like an auto save. Thank you. Oh no. Alright, this is a let's just flee scenario here. Please get up there before he does anything. I don't think he can climb. Six. Why would he label that 6 if he hasn't actually walked to 5 yet? Think about that. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Whole world ahead of us. I I don't get it. Well, you'd almost think this was a trap. Okay, we're not going to engage with Pyramid Head. We're going to try to just kite him and go to where we need to go. Inner Sanctum. Find his room. Is this Pyramid Head's room? Oh no. This could be bad. Hold on. Please move. Please. No time to mess around with that. Okay, so we found a 6. Got the ammo, came back down, went to his room, need to punch through. Arguably safe here. You can't see me. Oh, your knife went away. What the hell? Oh no, it just flipped behind him. Who's still in the chat, guys? Who's still in the chat? Just say anything. All right, we haven't gone to 6 yet here because... Shoot. No choice. We got to go to 6 and get that ammo at some point here. Please have some ammo. Wire cutter, nice. We could actually go back down. We could actually go back down, not go to 5. If I can remember how to do this. Go to 5, maybe up and around. There's still something to look for. Well, I've got rifle. Pretty generous amount of handgun. It said 5. I thought I was out. Get to the wires and go to work. Everybody's ganging up on me. I'm wearing my robe. I got this robe for Christmas from my folks. We were low on ammo, so went up here. What am I hearing? How you doing, Arnold? Tote. We've got guys waiting for me down here, don't we? Here goes. Let me move, please. Okay, to the wire. Hell, maybe this is like outside. Maybe they have a limitation. They won't go this way. All right, that could have went a lot worse. It's red. I think I can usually save when I see a red light, but 7, here we go. I was going to take a shower and get nice and, you know, put a polo on for the stream because we were doing polos so far. Didn't have time. I'm having trouble with shipping. The company that makes a light thing is trying to take me to the cleaners. Makes a light stand I thought would really help in maximizing my space. Let me just see if... and now Target, I was supposed to have like three or four games from Target arrive. Well, 3 of them arrived from Target to like Saturday, and now it's saying Thursday of next week. Now, I am supposed to get a game from Walmart Friday. Mario 3D World plus Bowser Fury. We'll see if that happens. Like, shoot. Really? Another hole to jump down? Well, can't be too choosy here, huh? We actually started we started tonight off with a boss fight. Go! And that looked pretty deep. More of this. $10 viewers. I'll take it. We've got this weird wall over here. I don't understand that. Now, speaking of this cube, though, there was a stairway down, and I was just, we didn't go. Well, huh. It's like it reset. Okay, that's the triangle. What's next? Triangle up, triangle down. We've done that one. We've done that one. I don't think we've done this one. Well, I can see why we haven't. Pretty sure we've done that. This is different. Yeah, why does this game have such acclaim? Look at this. I mean, this is really striking me as pretty damn mid. For real. But you look over here in the Xbox store and people are like, you'd think this was like the GOAT. Look at this. 96% give it 5 stars. This is not on Game Pass. This is people purchased this in November when it shadow dropped on Xbox. Almost 1,000, roughly 1,000 votes, 4.9 average. Like, what? Like, I'm not seeing it. Okay, we're gonna go up. Try to. We have nowhere to go. Down wasn't an answer, was it? Triangle down. See, I feel like we've been there. Your best friend is a black door. Okay, scary, yep. Like, what am I supposed to get out of this? But it's got creepy visuals. Let's look at our map. Rotten area. Desolate area. See, if he wrote the symbol for what that place was or something. Is that not where I've been already? Maybe we should stop the stream here and play a little bit of that neon. Tote, if you're still here, let me know. Do you think I should stop for the night and play some Neon Inferno? The Neon Inferno demo? This might be a new spot. Maybe? Well, if it's a new spot, maybe we should keep going. Can't, I have no map. Ruined area map, okay. That closed, so I'm assuming that other door must not have worked. All right, I think this is the last area. We should be able to handle this. The hell. Something's, it's, you know, it's like jump scare everywhere, right? Like there's just jump scares all across. We're probably almost done. Sorry, I want to finish this area. Sorry. Can I just go, please? Shit. Alright, well if it stops them from chasing me, God. It's like after a few seconds that door started to open, you know? Or maybe if you weren't looking at it, it would open, but it won't open if you're looking at it. I swear the first game I came across that really had that kind of like things change behind you when you're not looking at it vibe was, I think that was Batman Arkham Knight that did it. Not Arkham City, Arkham Knight, I think. Here. Oh, shoot. Can I climb in? Great genes? I'm not so sure about that. Was it you who asked the other week, do you make a deal with the devil for the hairline? I don't think my hairline's that great. It's kind of like, it seems just like a little thin just like right here, and it kind of, but it's kind of just based on like how I style it. But then, you know, the weird thing is I look at old pictures and it's always kind of been that way. So, but it's kind of a, you know, based on how you style it sort of thing. I don't know. I kind of need to come up with a new hairstyle, maybe but lately this longer look, kind of longer look has been easy to comb. A little bit of hair dryer, some product, and then boom. When I had it real short, it always like a cowlick in the back and whatever. But yeah, it seems a lot of people are kind of at awe that I'm 41. But my body, you know, when I started playing games on YouTube, I looked more Jean-Claude Van Damme. Now I look more E.T. So, you know, at least it's something from the 80s, right? But yeah, shirt off, I look like E.T. now. It's not good. And I think it's because instead of working out each night, I'm kind of like, you know, streaming games. You didn't shoot them? Okay, they just fell down. Yeah, I kind of think that, see, the person in my family I look the most like had hair till he died. So I'm probably not going to lose any more. You know, it's just going to kind of go gray eventually, whatever, but you know, there might be some ways to pull that look off, who knows. Remakes are bullshit. Didn't you play the original PS2 version? What the hell's wrong? I did not. I know I rented the original Silent Hill on PlayStation in like 98 and played it for like a little bit. I was kind of freaked out, confused, and lost, and then kind of quit. Okay. Can we just progress? Oh, I don't even know what to do with these guys. It's like they're just licking me from under. Yeah, but I'm not really loving this. Please grab it and... Hold the hell up. Hold on, I can't read anything right now. Well, that's sad. I got it the day it came out. That PS... Well, see, I got PlayStation 1 in 1998, and I was like blown away by like what the kids were playing on PlayStation when I'm over there with my N64, and it's like, well, I mean, we got the occasional decent game, but then I'm seeing like these more mature games. Jean-Claude Van Damme is a fake actor. Well, he's probably a real actor, fake martial artist. Would probably be... I mean, aren't martial arts all fake? Like, when it comes down to it, in the UFC, they don't sit there and do kung fu, right? Hey, is this guy gonna go away? Is there a door? Do I push something? Maybe I can shoot that hand. I'm not quick enough in this game to do any of that. obtuse game design. What am I supposed to do? Chuck, I'm actually related to Chuck Norris, I'll have you know, so I'm semi-bulletproof. It trickles down. Okay, the game just said, okay, that stopped. Why? Okay, it wants me to... I don't know. I think it's going to let me go through one of the doors now. Here we go. Oh, look. A save. Let's take some of our pills, I mean health drink, and save. Yeah, I think it's like third cousin Chuck Norris, something like that. I haven't met him. Now, slightly closer, Jensen Ackles. Is it Ackles or Ackles? I never get that right. I think I have met him a couple times at family reunion. 10:04. Did I not save that? There we go. Let's get through this. Hell. Oh no. What's this? What? Please, 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 just let me through. I was working on a little bit of a Jean-Claude Van Damme impression. It's hard to do. Let me see. Let me see. There's certain words I might be able to say as Van Damme. I am going to kick his ass so hard. Laura? Who's that?
Maria.
Dead again? She was in a chair before. I think we're at the end of the stream for tonight. For this. I am going to kick his ass so hard. What are we doing? Look kind of bruised. Who are you saying get a load of this guy to? There's like one other person in the chat. Like toe ringing. No bird people? You really hate birding, huh? You school me on real fighting. Yeah, that's great. So, was she stabbed? I didn't see a stab wound. Hell, she doesn't even really look dead. Well, okay, I don't know. Maybe a little. Can I turn around and look? Okay, so we got into her room. Now remember, she was like stabbed. Be it the stomach or throat, there was blood. I'm not seeing that wound. I can't even read. You're like, get a load of this guy. I'm like, who are you talking to? Like, who's gonna... Is that Pyramid Head's sword? I think we're out of the labyrinth. That's his blade, isn't it? It's the Buster Sword. Oh yeah, now we got something for close quarters. Yeah, let's go. Look at this. Look at this shit. Where are we taking this? This game's not even telling me. Are we jumping? How do I use this? He's like stuck. All right, I think we're gonna go through the ooze. Tori Ninjin. The hell am I supposed to know what that even means? I'm American. All right, I think I'm supposed to walk this way. Whatever you say, toe ringing. Horror game Yummy Nikki. Sounds scary. Alright, can you climb, sucker? Can you climb? So the idea was that the hand wall was afraid of the blade. So he used that blade that happened to just kind of be there. And it thought, Pyramid Head, make way. Which is pretty damn dumb. If I do say so myself. Yum Nikki is a Japanese horror. Is it available on Xbox? Because I'm an Xbox player. This is on Xbox. So it's probably not available here. We'll look after the stream here in the store. Or if you know. You can tell me. Ooh, goodies. This felon drank one last bottle of ale before he was executed and laid here to his eternal rest. Don't judge so quick. If you like Silent Hill, you will like this game, it's pretty sure. Well, Miriam? Traitor. Walter Sullivan. Oh, that dirty Sullivan. Let's gather this stuff up before we save. What are these graves doing? Sorry, I don't have Steam. I'm on a Mac orchestrating this. I have Switch 2, which has kind of gotten to become my platform of choice, and Xbox Series X for the multiplats, pretty much. I have the Game Pass Ultimate, but I've got to wean myself off of it. It's pissing me off. Way too expensive. Way too expensive. What are we reading here? Angela. Let me guess, Laura and Maria? Eddie. Do I have to go kill them and then put them in here to progress? James. Well, that one I can work on. That one I can do. I can give you James. He's always like, do I really want to jump? No, you got to confirm it. You got to double confirm that jump. You don't know if you really wanted to jump down there. Looks like this is a new area, so if we're out of the labyrinth, we can stop this stream. Are we? I think. I don't know. I chose the right hole to jump down, I think. I've got to get my Burt's Bees out here. No map. The big iron on his hip. Yeah, it scared the wall, didn't it? Eddie.
Couldn't leave well enough alone, huh? You just had to follow me all the way out here. How many times do I have to kill you?
Who's he killing?
Whoa, Eddie, it's me.
Oh. Hi, James.
Eddie, what are you doing?
Well, what's it look like I'm doing? You fat, disgusting piece of shit, you make me sick. You gonna cry, fat ass? You gonna run to your mama? Waste of skin, why don't you just kill yourself?
Unaliving?
Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit.
I don't know why we're letting Eddie keep
But you
that
know
big
what?
of a sidearm.
It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And a corpse can't laugh.
Is that supposed to be James on the ground?
Eddie.
What's that?
You gotta be out of bullets.
You want to talk down to me some more? Tell me to relax? You're just like the rest of them, James.
No, I don't want.
Shut up! You think I'm stupid. You think I don't see it. But you've been laughing at me all along. Ever since we first met. But you ain't laughing now, are you?
Take the gun. Leave the cannoli.
You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. Yeah, you and me are the same. We're not like other people, don't you know that? Well, you're about to find out.
Is this a boss? Never seen Monster House. Is he a boss? Boss fight? Or am I going to have to boss fight Angela also to get out of here? Look at that. Is that James? Like, supposed to be James and he keeps thinking he's shooting James? Well, that's brown. I don't know. It looks like the same model with different color palette swap. All right. We might have a little boss fight on our hands here.
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look? Yeah, I ran away after I killed that dog. But you know what? It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts up. Finally died all curled up in a ball.
What dog are we talking about?
I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. And now it's your turn, James.
Where are you at, Eddie? Yeah, we got ourselves a little boss
There
fight.
you are. I'm coming for you.
Am I better off hand to hand? I mean, I've got this pipe. You know, it's better than him shooting me, right?
I can see you.
Son of a bitch. Really? Bullshit. Is this game even scary or... I know, right? I gave him a pretty good fight up close. This game's not really working for me. It seems just kind of on the mid side. Now we actually have some action, but is it satisfying? The controls are not particularly satisfying.
There you are.
See him. You son of... Why does he get that ability and I can't grab?
I can see.
You rat bastard. Robe, pajamas, all I need is a pipe and you'll be 1950s Papa. Yeah, I guess. Am I going about this the right way? I kind of want to be able to beat him with the pipe and then keep him from shooting, you know? Where the... You dick. I could beat him. I could just do 2 swipes.
I can see.
2 swipes, dodge. I mean, I'm a guy who beat Silk Song blind on stream, guys. I can do this. He's taking some heavy damage there, isn't he? I almost think that there's gonna be like an achievement for beating him with just the pipe. Phase 2? That got really glitchy looking.
You'll squirm and squeal and cry like a little girl. And then you'll just curl up and die.
I'm listening for him.
And it's gonna feel great. Just like before. You know I'll find you.
We're just gonna keep going. Hold on here. All the young people rave about this game. When I try to tell them it just doesn't have the psychological horror element to it, it feels like it's trying too hard with that. How's he taking that many hits to the head with a steel pipe? With 1 punch was able to put... I know. 1 punch took him down, and then James did not take his revolver. Where's he getting the ammo? He has a big ass, right? Alright. I moved. I dodged. I dodged, game. Okay, come on.
I can see you.
How did he clean up? Wasn't he really hurt?
I'm coming for you.
See, that's the problem. I think this game, it's just nothing needs to make sense. It's all made up BS. Oh, you guys like that? How did I not connect? What the shit? You son of a bitch. I'm hitting dodge. I am. Where's he reloading? Oh, you think you're coming for me, huh? Well, then go ahead. It's kind of fast for a little fat kid, huh? think he's over here. Yeah, come on. You're 40, I'm 41. 1984 rules. All right, third phase, huh? What the shit? I can do this all day. I've got the energy drinks to do this, baby. Look at the connection right there, boys. Look at that. You gotta love it. Where's the tips, guys? New guy, you should be tipping. What are you doing? I have a feeling if I go down, I'm gonna have to fight him all the way from the start. So we want to just be kind of careful here. I'm hitting the dodge like a viper. You can't be hitting me, dude. Got nowhere to run now, Jake Paul. This is a NOS. We drink energy drinks over here. Not any of that pussy shit like beer or vape. Now I gotta go put his body in the box, huh? And then do I have to go fight Angela? Throw his body down the hole, maybe? Eddie, you kind of had it coming. Human being and a real hero. Real human being. That song is about the miracle on the Hudson. Can I please take that gun? Like, God, please, right? First time you've seen what guy's face? James's? Or Eddie? Maybe we can save and just get the hell out of here. We're outside. Hallelujah. 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 Okay, that was kind of cool. We had a little bit of combat. Let's just find a spot over here. We're back to Toluca Lake Park or whatever. And that's where we will resume Friday, it looks like. We don't have a map yet, but the Tilda Swinton main character. Okay, we are going to resume this Silent Hill 2 Remake Xbox tomorrow night. shipping issues I'm having are being a real pain in the dick right now. So we may be a little ways from some other stuff, but maybe this weekend, first impressions of that Fire Emblem on Nintendo Switch Online. Did want to actually, before we finish here, hold up, dog. How's beer pussy shit? I used to drink beer when I was like 4, getting in the fridge, thinking the red can, that must be Coca-Cola. It was Budweiser. It tastes like just bad pineapple juice. I never liked it. And then other kinds of alcohol drinks just taste like chugging Robitussin. It's lame shit. So I do not want a beer sponsor. Toe Ringer, if you're here to try to get me to sponsor some craft brewery shit, then you might want to leave. But yeah, we are going to play a little bit of this demo that I downloaded. Oh, let's look at Toe Ringer's suggestion here. There was some Yummy Nicky. He said it was on Steam. It's probably not on Xbox. Yummy. Nah, I'm not saying it. Yummy or Yumi. Let's try this demo out. I just was curious about this. So yes, Friday we will resume Silent Hill 2. Are we near the damn end? Because it just seems long for long's sake. Let's see what Neon Inferno is all about. Side-scroller, pixel art, cleavage. And he's got smokes. Man. God, when have you seen a character with a cigarette? Select the language. I'm going to go with English. You guys probably want Polish, but you'd think butterbeer from Ari Pata. Yeah, what is that even made of? Like, people pay through the nose for that over at Universal, right? What? He's got a giant cross. Hey, that is not bad anime. Why did we shoot him? Angelo Morano. Of course. Boobs McGee. Mariana Vitti. Outlaws on the Edge. Assassins for the Family. Ah, okay, so there was a mob connection. One seeks salvation in the material, the other in the eternal. Their enemies, the ferocious Yakuza, the corrupt NYPD, the venal Pinjira. Okay, I don't mind their look, but her earrings are bothering me. May the best prevail. Her earrings are just a little big and obnoxious. Through me is the path of the city of desolation. Through me is the way to eternal pain. Through me is the road to the people forsaken. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Dante Alighieri. I guess we'll run into him. All right, are we playing as her? We've got options, graphics, maximum graphics. Do we want filter on or off? Usually I'm not into that. Okay, hold on. CRT filter. It's looking fuzzier. Let's go with this for just the pixel look. Yeah, there's gonna be some vaporwave sound, isn't there? Continue music on retry. Why would that even be an option? Usually you just do it. Jump, dodge. Did it say ego? Oh no, probably not. Game, language, how much violence? All right, let's go. Maybe that didn't actually. I hit B. I was wondering. Okay. Well, we're gonna play as her. Oh, cool. Changes. Do they have like a slightly different ability, maybe? Bio. Hey, sugar. 25 years old, comfort is the mother of boredom, and it was Mariana's stifling upper middle class existence. confined within the walls of gated neighborhoods and the fleets of armored cars between them, which gave her the craving for action. First as a shoplifter, then as a pickpocket. It was simply fate that one afternoon she would steal the young Angelo's gun, that he would chase her down, and that after returning the weapon, she would accept his offer of a date. That's what happens in the family, man. You take the gun, all right, I got you, now you gotta go on a date. She later took the oath of the family, changing her last name to an Italian one, as was required from outside inductees to Vidi. It was a long journey from the, I was about to say pretty thief, petty thief, to consummate killer, but Mariana is now a local celebrity, feared by even the hardened criminals of the underworld. Yeah, look, and it's saying like scroll. It's like asking you to scroll on them too. All right, arcade. Put your skills and resilience to the test. Hard. Challenging in stage design something. This is a demo, mind you. We're gonna have like all these options. Let's go. And achieve a 1 credit clear on arcade. Let's see what that's kind of about. Butterbeer is probably just liquefied Werther's originals. Oh yeah, you're probably right. Okay, so we're gonna control this with the D-pad. You could do analog stick. Of course, like any fake Italian, you can double jump. Hold on, did that say shoot first before saying move? It's not even telling you how to shoot yet. That's not bad animation there, and we have like a pretty nice, I guess they had to have set that up 3D, right? That can't be like actual. Yeah, that has to be like a 3D thing, not a, what did they call it? God, scrolling something. They used to brag about it on Genesis. What do they call that? Break above 2 light fixtures. Dirty light fixtures. Y to deflect bullets. Yeah, that's how that works, right? At some point indicate by triangle in your HUD, enemies will appear in the background as well. Hold RB to shoot into the background. Oh, you know what this is? Oh man, there's a game on NSO NES, and I forgot the name of it, but there's a game that plays so much like this. When this section right here, anyway. Now this could be a problem for me, being that I'm a Yakuza. Being that I'm so much of the inverted shooting. You want me to dodge? Okay, so there's some depth here. Can't deflect it, I see. Timed it a little early. This is not bad. Let's just shoot that bitch. Man, unfortunate, like how I seriously doubt there's online co-op, right? Keep holding Y to enter bullet time. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to co-op a game that has bullet time, you know? Health and adrenaline. My health is probably pretty low. Tutorial will appear on the future playthroughs. What do you guys think so far? December 29th! And she's got her boobs out on my birthday in 2054. What the living hell? It's like someone made a game for me. So that's our target, huh? Irving Hullo Park, later something, whatever. You should probably read about this. I don't think I hit... What? What's going on here? It seems to have crashed. Well, that wasn't a half bad tutorial, I'll give him that. People don't look like game characters anymore, that's the problem. I mean, you pull up some like music video from the 80s, early 90s, and people just don't look like that anymore. People just look soft and like, I don't know, like snails. With the body of E.T. Alright. Well, this crashed, so... Yeah. That was... yeah, there was too much rack going on. The Series X could not keep up with the boobage. So, tomorrow night, guys, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm hoping we're finishing Silent Hill 2. But I don't know. If you made it this far, wait until marriage counseling.